Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the nefarious, the underhanded, the completely underestimated Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Tell your mama. So I am broadcasting today from my secret underground headquarters located someplace north of the equator. And you'll find that I'm using a deck that I found over on the Aether Hub. Let's see, who put this one together? Oh, this was just came from the agent or whatever. You know, it's just the things that they post. Which means this is a really common deck put out by somebody that had some decent win rates. And so it's out there. I decided to play it because with the release of Dominaria United, I have not been a big fan of the DIMIR decks. I try to play them every once in a while, but they don't really work out well for me. And it might just be a me thing. You know, because like I say, it's not whether it's a good deck. It's if it's a good deck for you. And for some reason, DIMIR decks in today's meta just has been really rough. But I saw this deck, and in reality, every single card in this deck is one that I already have a great relationship, except for one that I've been interested in playing, and that's Ertai Resurrected right here. That's the guy that I am interested in. The other one that's kind of new to me is this Knight of Dusk's Shadow. I've seen people try to play it a lot. I think I've tried to play it in some other decks, because that whole your opponents can't get life thing, that sounds super cool, except for the fact that they just kill it. They just kill it, and then it doesn't really stop them from doing anything. Look at the size of that sword. How can somebody hold that with one hand? That's ridiculous. But anyways, so yeah, it's all of your old favorites. It's like, you know, you turn on the TV show and you see commercials like, you know, buy this today and you'll get all of your greatest hits. Invoke Despair, Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Let's see. Graveyard Trespasser. And if you act now, we'll throw in Meathook Massacre. You know, it just goes on and on and on. So in reality, if you really take a look, it's really black, 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 black control, right? With just a smidge of blue in here. And maybe that's why I'm hoping this deck for DIMIR is going to act cooler. It's almost to the point where I don't really feel like it is DIMIR. But you do have a little bit of bouncing. You do have a little bit of countering. And that makes it just a smidge better than your standard black control deck. All right, so let's just talk a little bit. We've talked about all these cards before. I'm not going to go through them. We are going to talk about Ertai a little bit, though. So you cost 4 and you get a 3/2. Now that, for stats, suck. On the other hand, it's black and it's blue. Black guys generally don't have good defenses, and the blue guys just usually you have to overpay for them because creatures really aren't a blue thing, right? So therefore, playing black and blue, paying 4 and you get a 3/2. That's very par of course there. But you do get flash, right? Which means you can cast this as like an instant. And when it enters the battlefield, you can counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability. That's a lot of stuff. In today's meta with counter spells, usually you're picking, like whether you're countering a non-creature spell or a creature spell, and then even then, they can usually override it by 1, 2, or 3 mana on their part. Ertai? Nah, man, that's not happening. It's like, it gets countered, and all they get out of it is to draw a card. And secondly, if you choose not to do that, you can just destroy another target creature or planeswalker. It's not like it's like the opponent sacrifices one of their own choosing. No, you get to pick it. You get to pick it. So both of those are directed, fantastic abilities. You can play as an instant, and you get a 3/2 as a deal. As a matter of fact, it's like, I think I would probably save the Fading Hopes and like the Kamigawa Blue for bouncing him back just so you could use it again. Now, okay, the deck I got off of, here's my problem, is the deck I got off of Aether Hub had 4 of him in there. I agree. There should be 4 of them in here, but I didn't have 4. I only had 2, right? I'm still struggling to get my Dominarias. And so I put Gravelighter in there as the replacement for him. Because what does he do? It's like he can come into play and he could force the opponent to sacrifice a creature. It's not as great as him, but it's something. But you get a flying 2/2 out of the deal. And if something has already died when he comes into play, you just draw a card rather than causing the creature kill to occur. So both of those do have the ability to, well, he has the ability to get you to draw a card. He can counter stuff. He will cause something to die. He will cause something to die. And so I thought they were fairly copacetic. Let's see, was there something else? Oh, this thing originally called for, let's see if I can find it real quick. It's the black, there's some sort of black dress. That's what it was, dress. And I tossed the dresses. I put in Virus Beetles instead. Dresses cost only 1, but Virus Beetles get you a little creature afterwards, which can act as a blocker, or you can sacrifice it, or there's a lot of good things you could do with that extra body. And waiting that extra turn, I don't find so bad, especially if you're just doing discards. It's not that big of a deal. So that's the differences between this deck and the one that I pulled off of the Aether Hub there. Oh, yeah, yes, here we go. So Abandoned Mire will help. If you got a tie in the graveyard, Abandoned Mire will bring him back. You can count it. You can play him again for 4. So, yeah, there we go. We got DIMIR control. It looks like it's all about like a little bit of countering, a little bit of bouncing. We got a bunch of creature kill, a tiny bit of discard. Sheoldred and Invoke Despair are the heavies there. All right. Oh, we even got Graveyard Kill, which is necessary in today's meta, man. Those graveyards are dangerous places. All right, so let's take this out and see how well it does. All right, playing against NyxiteB. 3 mana, 3 Graveyard Trespassers, and a Hero's Downfall. Concealing Curtains, use a little bit of Defender, as well as the potential for a discard on the next turn. Alright, we're going to pop. Show us what you got. Yeah, even if you were to kill the guy, you'd still have to show me. Get rid of that guy. You gonna bounce him? Is it time to do it? All attack. What I'm concerned about is burn down the house. Don't necessarily want to lose Sheoldred to that, but it is more than, it's probably something that's going to happen. So I'm going to just trade Graveyard Trespasser this thing for a little bit. Shoot him up, spit him out. You start bouncing, guys. Alright, this is a nice one. I'll take care of his creature and his planeswalker. I think I can afford to waste a Sheoldred. Yoink. Alright, you increase yourself by 1. Good job. Sheoldred up. That's going to punish any sort of card draw you got going on. And another. What are you discarding? Well, that's it for me. Still has burned down the house, just showing how plain as day up there. He's not going to be so keen to burn down the house, but this will help. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. Burn, 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 burn it down. Okay, here we go again. Sheoldred. Now, Ranger Stakes are putting out a Graveyard Trespasser. We're getting rid of number 1 and number 2. That's 2 points of damage, baby. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. There we go. I knew you were scared. Hope you're not holding another one in your hand. We'll just replay the same cards. One. Touching, guys. Yeah, you can't discard anything there. And we win. Victory assured. All right, playing against Vince the Kid, 28. Keep. Go to sleep, little storm boy. That's not going to do me any good. That'll just kill myself. We're done. Now we're chasing the dragon, unfortunately. Your Ertai can take him out. Just got to clear the board a little bit. One, two, three. Alright, no more life gain for you. And I have the ability to pull him back in case things get dicey out there. I need to counter him is what I need to do. I'll just have to choke back. Alright. We're going for the next on this one. Pretend that we can't do anything. Ertai go out for the counter. He was playing a different spell. Alright, we're going in for the attack. Still gotta wait for him to try to play Edgar again. There he is. I'm gonna counter Edgar. That keeps it from doing its thing. Okay, I can pump it up. It's going to come into a 3-3. That's not going to do very well against the Leeching Lurker. So we are not attacking in turn. Draw your card there. Alright, so I have the ability to pump them by a ton. Let's go after our friend here. Can I get him up to 6? Yes, I can. Our opponents cannot gain life. It's not going to help if that guy's out and you're trying to put out Voice of the Blessed because no one's gaining life. Death Touch on that hand is very death touchy. Next to combat, we're going to send in Snotty Pants. The other two are there to be engines of his problem. He can lose life, he just can't gain life. New target. What are you going to try to take out Sheoldred? What I need is some direct Planeswalker kill. I know you could do it, deck. They're thinking if you just give me another Sheoldred, I think I'd be happy with that. But he's got to ramp all the way up to 7 just to be able to kill Sheoldred. That'll do it. Thank you, deck, for providing. That one right there. Oh, we went the other one. You'd rather have dudes. We're chill. There you go, gain your nothing. Resolve all, nothing, nothing. And more nothing. Pass. And nothing, 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 nothing. All right, we have the ability to bounce somebody. We'll save that for a time when things are getting sketchy. No attacks. In turn. Yeah, Sheoldred to take 2 more turns to kill everybody. Can we make it that long is the question. Let's see, what are you going to do? Tricks up your sleeve? Alright, cool. My turn. And we're done. And he's dead. Winner, winner! Victory dinner. We're playing against Panda Féroce. Panda Féroce. 1 and 2. Let's keep it. Get some Concealing Curtains out there. It might make the place look reasonable. It always feels good to have a Sheoldred in your hand. 2 with another Concealing Curtain. Alright, I need a mana on my next pull. Mana, 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 mana. Not mana. Non-creature spells. No blocks. Alright, there's the mana I've been looking for. See you later, Smokey. Alright, let's send in this guy. Unfortunately, he's just going to pump that sleeper up, I would imagine. Probably should take him out with the downfall here on the next turn. That guy's growing out of my ability to control him. No blocks. Send them both in. All right, I've got 11. He's got 17. Let's see what we can do about Sheoldred. Alright, things are tightening up a little bit better. Can't play it yet. Alright, that sucks. We'll put this out instead. And we win! We defeated Panda Féroce, everybody. Victory! I'm playing against Ham Jammer. 3/3. Alright, we got 2 black mana. Yeah, I don't like 2 mana. I don't like all black. But this gets kind of where we're trying to go. Let's just keep it. Oh, I mulliganed it. Yeah, that sucks even worse. Mulligan. That's way better. Keep it. Alright, sorry, you gotta go, and you gotta go. Go for Concealing Curtains. Can we pull it off with 5 cards? Goro. Alright, let's activate this ability. Let's go pull something out of his hand. Well, let's see what we're up against here. This guy is a super jerk. Let's just get rid of him. And I'll attack. We'll be able to get that Defiler out of his graveyard here in just a second. Who's playing all red? Which that's a treasure token. What? Gets up to 5 mana, I can start pulling dragons. That's 4. Alright, so I'll go for the slow. We're going to go for the Graveyard Trespasser. And we'll say goodbye to the Defiler. I'll attack. Alright, there's a 5th mana. He could go for the dragon at this point. That would be bad. That'd be bad, okay? But he did not. He's not feeling too good, but I will be able to slam down on Goro here in a second. Yeah, he's not going to attack with it. So I think it doesn't do anything more now that that's out. I don't want you breeding no dragon babies. Draw a card. Have a good time. I'll attack. Feel free to block. There you go. You know, Ertai would be a good guy to bounce back to your hand, because his enter the battlefield effects are pretty cool. Oh, you're going to hate this. Oh, did I not have enough? Oh, that bites. All right, I can send in the 3. He'll be a block. I'll be able to get 6 in. All attack. I think we're at it. Because that way I can come at him with 3 on the next turn. I got enough to do the Invoke Despair. There we go. Invoke Despair will take care of him next turn, hopefully. Otherwise, my Menacey Eyeball probably will. Because he has to get out like 2 more guys, essentially. I mean, he probably has it. But to be able to block my guys, he's got to get at least 2. That is going the wrong way. Two attackers. What you got, Trick? Nope, that's it. All right, good game. Victory. All right, so here we are with DIMIR Control. And, you know, this deck kind of grew on me. It got better the more I played it. So it must have been that you just sort of had to get to know your cards better. And, you know, the funny part is I've played with these cards a ton. And yet somehow it's sort of fresh. I think the reason, what's fresh about it here is Ertai Resurrected. You know, he's new with Dominaria United. And I have a real respect for this guy as of this game. His 2 enter the battlefield effects are fantastic. Number 1, counter target spell, activated ability, or target ability. I mean, that's 3. That's a lot of things to counter. That's not even creature or non-creature, and there's no getting out of it. The only thing is your opponent gets a card, but yeah, there you go. I mean, it's good. And the other one is destroy another target creature or planeswalker. I mean, that is some really excellent shooting there, Ertai. The other one I really liked, which is also new, is the Knight of the Dusk Shadow, because your opponent can gain life. I mean, you watch that the life gain deck that we fought up against. That thing was just destroyed because the Knight of the Dusk Shadow prevented them from gaining life. They were gaining life like 4 or 5 times a turn, and this thing just kept it from happening. So, like, all of these cards are great cards individually. I have respect for all of them. Like, yeah, Fading Hope, I love it. Concealing Curtains, love it. I mean, just every one of these is something I've got great. And this deck, it's good. It's a good deck. It doesn't feel like a great deck, or at least it's so good it doesn't feel uniquely good somehow. I don't know. So ultimately, let me just ask, is this deck competitive? And you know, I don't know. I got only like a 50% win rate out of it. I only got 50%. But on the hand, it's like I won a lot, or lost a lot at first. But the more I played it, the better it got. And so it might just be a learning curve. So I'm going to give it a Midland score for competitiveness. Then, is it fun? I don't know. I don't know if I'd call it fun. So I'm not going to give it high marks on that either. I was so, I'm going to say it was interesting. It was definitely interesting. It was a real concentrator. And it might just be the kinds of decks that the matcher puts you up against. You're really fighting it with control versus control. It's a thinker play set. And maybe that's the real deal here, is that when you play with control decks, you fight against control decks. And it's a different kind of play. And it's just intense. So let's just pretend you love playing control decks. In which case, I think this is a really good deck, and I think that you're really going to like it. And I would highly recommend it. Now, if you're the kind of person that likes playing aggro decks, I don't think you're going to like it, mostly because of the kind of people they're going to match you up against. So yeah, I mean, but regardless, it is a good deck. And if you wanted to learn about DIMIR and you wanted to learn about control, this is a good deck. Ultimately, I'm going to say, look, if you're playing blue and black, Ertai should be in your deck. This is definitely a great DIMIR card. So if you so choose to play with this deck, I hope that you had as much or more fun than I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.